On this Monday, August 12th, 2024. And in today's weather forecast, we're going to be going over the next 5 to 7 days across North America to show you the weather pattern that you'll be experiencing out your door, as well as talking about Tropical Storm Ernesto likely to form over the next 24 to 48 hours across the Atlantic Ocean and what impacts that could bring to the United States, the Greater Antilles, and even Bermuda as we go through the week. So thank you all for watching. If you do watch this video here today, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already for the latest weather information right at your fingertips. Make sure to press the like button, the thumbs up button down below. It goes a long way in helping out. Also leave any comments, questions, and concerns below. We'll get to those after the video. So what you're looking at now is your GOES satellite imagery across North America, and pretty quiet is the weather pattern for now across much of southern Canada, much of the lower 48 here, and into Mexico. And let's look back here at the last 10 days of the month of August. So this is the 1st through the 10th time frame, and it's been predominantly cooler than normal across the north central United States, namely the northern plains, the central plains, the upper Midwest, and into the Great Lakes region. A little bit warmer across the East Coast and much warmer than normal across the western United States for places like the Pacific Northwest, the Pacific Southwest, all the way down into the southern plains and along the Gulf Coast. It has been a scorcher of an August so far. Precipitation wise, from the 1st through the 10th, it's been very wet across the east. We remember Debbie that brought all the moisture across the Carolinas. Those areas are up over 10, 12 inches above average here for this time of year, and very dry it has been across the middle and lower Mississippi Valley. Some moisture though up here into the upper Midwest and into the Great Lakes region, and then some moisture out west, but it's predominantly been pretty dry across the middle and western 2/3 of the country. So let's dive into the forecast for you folks here over the next few days. And you can see today the ridge of high pressures across the southern United States, and this is going to be the driving force behind the warmer than normal temperatures that we do see through today, through the middle of the week as we go into Wednesday, and then especially as we go into the end of the week on Friday, August 16th. A lot of that ridging is still going to be intact across the southern United States here, from California all the way over here toward Alabama, and that's going to be bringing us some much above average temperatures. So the Red River Valley, if you are tired of the heat, unfortunately, we're going to continue to see that from Amarillo down through Wichita Falls, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way over here toward Jackson, Mississippi, the Montgomery area there into Alabama, whereas the Pacific Northwest and into the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and much of the east into the mid-Atlantic states and the Northeast, we're going to be seeing near normal to slightly below normal temperatures as we go through the work week here. And yesterday, we did see some severe weather reports coming out of Colorado and Kansas, with a tornado reported there on the Colorado-Kansas state line. We had some wind reports across the western plains, a couple wind reports in New York State, and down into the Carolinas as well. And you can see as we go through today, there is a marginal risk of severe weather. This is a level 1 out of 5 on the risk scale here across parts of the Rockies, and then over here into the eastern Carolinas, mainly for wind and hail. The tornado threat is very low. So let's walk you through that this afternoon. Isolated storm coverage across the Rockies, isolated storm coverage across the mid-Mississippi Valley and the eastern Carolinas as well. As we go into the evening, more numerous storm coverage building up across the Rockies. This could lead to a few of those storms producing 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail, maybe a landspout tornado cannot be ruled out over here, and then more isolated coverage east toward the Mississippi River here and toward the East Coast this evening. Then as we go into early Tuesday morning on August 13th, some of those storms may make their way into the western and central plains. And with those, we could still see some strong wind gusts, some hail, and maybe a very isolated tornado risk as we go into early Tuesday morning. Going into Tuesday, the risk area expands in coverage across portions of the northern, the central Rockies, places like Montana, Wyoming, back here into Utah, eastern Idaho, into the western plains of the Dakotas, into the panhandle of Nebraska, eastern Colorado, and western Kansas, and then another marginal risk down here to South Carolina on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, that just shifts a little bit further off to the east for the Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and into Kansas as we go into Wednesday, August 14th. So let's walk you through the week here. On Tuesday, we're going to have a little bit of a boundary setting up. South of the boundary, it's going to be all about the heat and humidity, and it's going to be dry. To the north of the boundary, it's going to be a lot cooler here with some cooler air coming in from the north and from Canada. And then as we go into Wednesday, again, more of those storms right along that boundary here between the cooler, more stable air mass and the warmer, more unstable air mass to the south. That's where the storms are going to be on Wednesday. And then as we go into Thursday, the low pressure starts to organize over the Twin Cities. Could be bringing some showers and more heavier rain showers for places like Wisconsin, Iowa, into the Illinois Valley here on Thursday. And then as we go into Friday, that low will actually move north and east towards portions of Ontario, bringing some unsettled weather from Wisconsin into Michigan, the Ohio Valley, and into the Toronto area as we end the week there on Friday. Very heavy rainfall there will be through Saturday, August 17th. Some heaviest of the rains will be in Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, southern Wisconsin. You can see the oranges, reds, and even maroon reds here. That's indicating 2, 3, 4, even 5 inches worth of rain as we do go through the weekend. And so make sure to watch out for any flash flooding. Seek higher ground if a flash flood warning is issued for your area. Going into the upcoming weekend on Saturday, August 17th, Sunday, August 18th, warmer temperatures are going to continue across the south near the Red River Valley, but even out west as well. So we're going to see the heat start to build out west as we go into the weekend. Unsettled weather with that low pressure system will continue pretty much unabated across the eastern United States for Saturday and into Sunday. So some unsettled weather for the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, and much of the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and parts of the Southeast as we go into Sunday as well. Very dry though for the weekend out west. So if you're looking for any moisture out west, it's probably going to be few and far in between, and you're going to probably have to do the rain dance to get some rain over there for the weekend, because you can see very dry out west, very dry in the middle of the country, some spotty showers, but the heaviest of the rains will be across southeastern Canada into eastern Ontario and into Quebec, and then down here into the Great Lakes, the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, and then stretching back into the southeastern U.S. Some of those areas could be averaging a quarter to a half an inch of rain, and locally over an inch of rain up here towards the Delmarva region as we go into the weekend. Now to your tropical weather update here in the video, we're going to be talking about Ernesto, and this is the next system worth watching. This is going to be entering into the Windward Islands as we go into tonight and into your Tuesday, August 13th. You can see that tropical wave right now into the main development region, and climatology supports the second half of August. We're going to start to see more of these named storms, whether they're tropical storms, hurricanes, major hurricanes. We're going to be seeing that, and the water temperatures are supportive of those stronger systems developing as they come off of Africa here as tropical waves. They move through the main development region or the MDR and then into either the Caribbean or the western tropical Atlantic, and as they interact with that unstable environment, they will rapidly intensify here. And you can see Ernesto is likely to get named a tropical storm as we go into the next 12 to 24 hours. Already tropical storm warnings here for the northern Windward Islands and Puerto Rico. So you can see that system's going to be curving up across Puerto Rico and then strengthening as it goes over those warmer waters we are showing you to a hurricane. And this could rapidly intensify closer to the weekend as it moves towards the Bermuda Islands. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Looking here at the European model here for today, that tropical wave will be entering in toward the Windward Islands. That will be strengthening as it crosses Puerto Rico here. For a time, it's going to weaken because Puerto Rico has a landmass and it's going to start to weaken. But as it moves over the open waters here of the Western Atlantic, those warmer waters we're showing you, rapid intensification is likely. And our friends over here in the Bermuda Islands are going to be having to watch out for this storm, possibly even a major hurricane as we go into late this week and into the upcoming weekend. So for Friday, August 16th, Saturday, August 17th, and Sunday, August 18th, our friends over in Bermuda here in the islands are going to need to watch this system very carefully. As the system makes its way toward Puerto Rico and the northern Windward Islands, storm surge is going to be a problem here, up to 3-foot storm surge in places like St. Thomas, St. John, and the St. Croix Island here. Also back here into portions of eastern Puerto Rico. We're going to be watching that from San Juan all the way over here into portions of the island. So we're going to continue to watch the storm surge impacts. Also very heavy rain, so flash flooding could be an issue for Puerto Rico, especially the southern and eastern part of the island here. We could be seeing locally over 8 inches worth of rain, so make sure to watch out for that here. A lot of runoff, a lot of hilly terrain here in Puerto Rico and a lot of these islands, so some flash flooding will be a likely proposition as we go in towards the weekend. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel for the latest information here on Ernesto and all the weather impacts across North America. We'll keep you covered on this channel. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up down below. Leave any comments, questions, and concerns below. We'll get to those after the video, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Monday out there.